Oh no, that didn't work. Okay, we're gonna have to reload. Oh, I hate to do this. Please tell me I saved somewhere along the way. Whew. Man, this game's starting to get hard pretty quickly. I mean, I think I'm a little bit out of my element, but still, I'm surprised. Now that we do know about the ogres, we don't have to open that door. So that should help us live just a little bit longer. Now that said, I'm assuming Chabon's battle is going to be fairly hard. So let's go for that level up again, and let's think about what we're doing. I think I wanted a little bit of extra strength, but I could also up my missile. I don't know. A little bit heavier armor might be nice. Alright. Now, do I want to upgrade my bolt flinger? A razor flinger. That might not be a bad idea. You know, going straight for the bolt flinger and the razor flinger, because I think that might be really good. And the slowing. I mean, if we really want to be a good turret builder here, I think we're gonna have to start doing that. Okay, for this guy, adds a chance that the snow will also slow enemies. Will also temporarily weaken the target. Steel wind, high physical damage. I mean, these sound wonderful, but I also really like the idea of just increasing his strength straight up. Power specialization, absolutely. Daze, shadow charm, ward mastery. No. Grants resistance to magical, elemental, poison, acid attacks for a short time. You know, that kind of blessing could be really nice, even though it's a little bit early. Ooh, but then again, icy lance. Ability's far more effective. Yeah. I should up firebolt. Ooh, but I could also go for arcane blessing. I don't know. Nope, that's too much. We're just gonna up firebolt. Okay, that's great. Now that we're sort of there, let's see what happens. You have caught up with Chabon. The belt at his waist is no longer empty. He has already scavenged some crude tools. He has already used them to sabotage some of the defenses left by the stairway. As you approach, the turrets turn to face you. When you approach, he is already starting to flee down the stairs. He turns and sees you. Just let me escape, Hand. You might kill me, but you will pay a deadly price for doing it. You should just surrender. It's your only hope. Chabon laughs. Really? You just asked me to surrender? Does that ever actually work? He turns and walks downstairs. You try to pursue him, but you are interrupted by the need to dodge a volley of crossbow bolts. Son of a gun. Okay. Wow. This is not going to work for us, is it? Yep, that's not gonna... Okay. Okay, too soon? I think that was too soon. So, we've done all that we can here, clearly. It's unfortunate. We'll have to deal with him later. So, hopefully, he just kind of hangs out until we get back at a later point in time. So, I'm starting to feel as though we might be at the end of our time here in Avadon. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, you gotta let me out of here. Oh no. No. Oh, I'm not okay with that. Somebody's gotta let me out of here. Really? You can't let me get out of here at all? From nowhere? It's just down. I can't do just down. I don't know if you missed the part where I wasn't strong enough to fight Chabon. You know, maybe there should have been a warning about this, or there should be a way out. Well, drat. I think with that fun experience, we are going to jump back to that autosave before we even came downstairs. Clearly, way ahead. A little bit bummed. But there you go, folks. That's the price of experimenting around a little bit too much. So, with that happy thought, I venture this way and continue to experiment, despite my better judgment. No, that's okay. Oh, there we go. And our experimentation has finally paid off. We get some lockpicks. Son of a gun, though, eh? That's really too bad. Okay, I could have been worse. Oh, this must be the exit. Will it allow me to exit? Ilaria. Oh, there's more people. Look at this. This is the grand entry courtyard of Avadon. Once a sprawling garden, half of it is now given over to the storage and maintenance of catapults, here to defend the Black Fortress in case of attack. One exhausted eye, wearing the equipment of a tinker mage, is in command. She guides the guards and workers who are tending to the defenses. As usual, the resources and manpower are entirely inadequate for the task at hand. She walks over to greet you, stifling a yawn. She says, "I am Ilaria." Oh, Doram. She waves at all of the equipment that surrounds her. You can see. What exactly do you maintain? The catapults and turrets at the front gate, and that is all. I could do a lot more, but I would need conscripts. She gives you what she incorrectly believes to be a winning smile. Actually, I've been trying to get someone to trawl the dungeons for volunteers to help me with my stuff. Nothing would please me more than helping you. I would be ecstatic. I'm so pleased. It is a simple task. The stairs down to the dungeons are in the storerooms to the south. Go down there and ask for volunteers to come up and help me. You're sure to find a few prisoners desperate enough to say yes. Talk to Imamor to get access to the cells. He's not far from the dungeon entrance. Okay, that might be a thing I can actually do. Oh dear God, I hope that wouldn't be a stupid thing for me to do. Probably would. After what we just went through. Oh, but it seems so safe. It would just take a little leadership, that's all. Ooh, what's this? This is the glorious dining hall of Avadon, where hands, guards, and envoys can stop at any hour of the day to bolt down a quick meal before returning to their work. You do recognize Yannick and Kalita sitting at two of the tables, different tables. Since they spend so much time traveling together, they must like to spend their leisure time apart. Okay. Here is Kalita. No. You meet Kalita. She likes to rest at this table in Avadon's main dining hall, where she cleans and sharpens her blades and eats every meal they will give her. Even though she is off duty, she wears her full armor, and her weapons are all close at hand. When she sees you, she rises, a broad smile on her face. "A Ramazan! It's good to see you. This is where I am usually found when I am in..." Her face trails off. Her occasional fugues are now familiar to you. "Avadon," she finally concludes. "Come join me." How is the food? Excellent and plentiful. It's amazing how much you need to eat when you wear plate armor 8 hours a day. Well, what do you do while you're in Avadon? I prepare, I train, I keep alert. I wait for someone to choose me for a mission. Sometimes I wait for a long time. You are in full armor. I am. It is the way of Blade Masters of the Claw. We are always alert, as an attack can come at any moment. We treat our armor as a second skin, even though there are drawbacks. Drawbacks? What do you mean, Kalita? Without constant washing, the odor can be an issue. Ah. Well, I'm curious about those pauses in your speech. She looks away. I'm sorry, Ramazan. I do not wish to discuss it. All I will say is that I have never had one in battle. You can trust my blade. I will not let you down. Okay. Tell me about how you come to Avadon. The question immediately causes her to tune out. Her eyes grow unfocused. Her speech ceases. Then, 10 seconds later, she resumes chatting with you as if nothing happened. Okay. Good day. Maybe I will take her with me instead of Yannick. I mean, Yannick's great because of the daze spell, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the daze spell, it's a little bit hard to say no to daze. That must lead down to the guest quarters, if I remember correctly. Oh, this was where the first shaman was found, in the gardens. I hated that first shaman from the first Avadon. She was all like, ooh, nature. Can't stand that. Oh, it's Yoshida. Yoshida! This is one of Avadon's gardens, kept warm and protected from the icy winds outside by the magic of the Black Fortress. The Shadow Walker Yoshira is slowly walking over the grass, lost in concentration. When you are close, Yoshira gives you her polite attention. She watches you silently, waiting to see what you want. I'd like to know more about you. She nods. That is fair. I was forced to leave Hoklanda. I needed a place to serve. I did not want to be a mercenary. Avadon was the only option. Oh, how did you become a Shadow Walker? A combination of ambition and skill. Are there many women trained as Shadow Walkers? Not until very recently. The men kept us out, not wanting the competition. We persisted until they could no longer refuse. Well, you're very quiet. Yes, that is why I walk here. She smiles. Do not think all Shadow Walkers or Hoklandans are as quiet as me. Some are quite loud, in fact. Loud Shadow Walkers? Well, no. What about you? I speak when I have something to say. Do not worry on my behalf. Some dismiss me once. I make sure they do not do it twice. Loud Shadow Walkers? Oh, we are all quiet in the field, of course. But when off duty, we can drink and shout with the best. I'd like to talk about Avadon. There is a long, awkward pause. My opinions can be unpopular. I have learned not to share them to those I have just met. I mean no offense. Very well. Sounds like none of the other hands really like Avadon all that much. Which is a bit of a bummer, because I freaking love Avadon. I don't know if they caught that. I'm not so much a conscript as I am a volunteer. You know? I was pretty quick to say, hey, could I join Avadon? I want to join Avadon. Oh, hello, Yannick. Yannick the Sorcerer sits at a long table surrounded by his research. He spends all of his spare time here, continuing his research on lost cultures. His books and notes show the stains of many minor food and drink spills. Yannick is ever able to set his work aside when you are near. He makes pleasant conversation with you. Well, have you learned any new magic lately? Yes, from Avadon's trainers. From Avadon's libraries. From my work? No. It has been fascinating, but not in a practical way. Have we found anything interesting in our travels? Nothing yet, only trivia. But now that I am traveling with you, I am optimistic. I think I will find something fascinating very soon. Tell me about your work. When I'm not serving Avadon, I continue my research. My life's work, I study the many lost civilizations of Linnaeus. I want to understand their history, their customs, what caused their destruction, and most importantly, their magic. I stopped being able to focus on this work when Avadon conscripted me, but I'm still allowed it in my spare time. And have you achieved anything? Oh yes, despite the hard work and the danger, there is much to learn. What I lost in freedom I gained in travel, and in access to Avadon's libraries. You were conscripted? Yes, much as you were. I prefer not to discuss it. Keeps me from being bitter. Alright, thanks Yannick. Okay, I can't really make up my mind as to who to take back with me, but Yannick would be a good decision, I think. As a Tinker Mage, I do think that we need to balance that out with someone more melee-oriented. So, with that in mind, I don't know. I'm tempted to take the Shadow Walker instead of the Blade Master. So, let's see where we stand. I could actually just take both of them, but then we wouldn't quite be as tough as we were. Khalida. Oh, Khalida. Yoshira. I like Yoshira, I have to say. I'm really finding I like Yoshira. Yeah. I want to take Yoshira. So if I do take Yoshira, here's what's going to happen. We're going to entirely unequip everything that Khalida was wearing and put it on Yoshira. And I think that's a very good decision if we do intend to take Yoshira.